Hi, welcome to Self Discovery Support. I do these tarot storytelling videos to encourage perspective and mutual understanding in our lives and relationships. Take from them what most feels applicable and resonant for you. If you like these videos and want to see more, click the subscribe button and support with a thumbs up. Additional information and recommendations, as well as the timestamps, are going to be in the description box after the live stream ends. Okay, so we are going to start. All right, so you have like a few seconds to choose one of these piles, right? A, B, or C. A, B, or C. And today we're talking about feelings and intentions, right? So that's going to be the focus of the reading today. So I'm going to give you your couple seconds to choose, and then we'll get started with A. All right, so if you chose A, we are going to do your reading right now. All right, so let's have A up here. And you have the Ten of Wands, right, for your card that you chose. All right, so A starts at 207. All right, so let us get going. I'm just grabbing my decks. Okay. For A, let's get straight into it. The person that you have on your mind, the person you're thinking of, the person that maybe you are in connection with, I think the energy that's strongest for you with your feelings. What are their feelings towards you? What are their feelings? All right, so this person, group A, draws a time card and it says, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So we have somebody, this person that you're connected to, it feels like they waited a long time. A lot has passed between you two, right? And it's just somebody that's saying, I almost think this is somebody that maybe would not rather put their neck out there, because I feel like if you are really interested or passionate about something, you would just make that choice, right? You can make that choice. But I think this person also feels that they know that there's a lot of water that has passed under the bridge. Sometimes in cases where you have like an apology that's needed, for example, or change behavior or acknowledgement of somebody's feelings, yeah, it can feel like it's too late, and you can feel ashamed. So we're gonna see more. This person says, mistakes, I wish I could right my wrongs, right? So that really comes out as the truth here as we are reading it. Okay, let me grab my deck. So this person is afraid that acting now, saying anything to you now would be too late. And the Ten of Wands tells me that that is really a heavy weight for them. Like, it's something they carry around daily. So let's see. Three of Hearts. What is this about with their feelings? This is somebody that feels that you two were coming together, and then there was an ending, which was the, well, of course it got in between you and them getting together. But with the fact that it's here, it's like still on their mind, it's still present for them. And I think they remember with this Queen of Diamonds how like stabilizing you were, how like steady you were. And that doesn't sound like very like attractive or sexy words, but it's like you brought some kind of energy to this person that made them feel like settled, calm, cared for. You know, it's like you can bring that presence to somebody. Presence, yes, is what you brought to them that made them feel calm. So I want to find out, this person feels like things are over, or the ending that you two had, there's no coming back from it. Tell me more about that. Okay, that flipped in reverse. I'm gonna take it with playing cards. It doesn't matter as much, but mm. All right, we have somebody here that I could really see why they're burdened, because it feels like this is somebody that maybe prioritized connecting to other people, their social life, like, doing the social life thing, going out, partying, like being around others, and even including others in the connection with you. And that was like the main thing for them at the time that you and them were getting together, or even in connection or building the connection. But then things ended because it felt like this situation became too draining, too draining for you. But also, this person is like, they just didn't want to put the effort. It felt like, it's like I don't have it in me, or I don't want to keep trying. I don't have the energy to keep trying. And I feel like you could have felt that way as well, because, if you're looking for somebody to show up with you, you're like, you think you're dating this person, or you think you're getting to know them, it's leading somewhere, and they're not like giving you the same reciprocation. It can feel too much. All right, and so this person comes up here, two of hearts with the eight of diamonds. I want to work on a connection now. I want a new beginning. But, the worry that they bring with them is that it's too late. It's too late. And why they feel it's too late is because they know that they didn't put the effort here. At the time when things were fresh, when feelings were naturally developing, they didn't put the effort. Okay. How did this make you feel? I want to grab my other deck. All right, how did that make you feel? All right, you felt like this was progressing really slowly. You felt like this person was holding back. And I think you felt like, when I look at this card, it's like walking through like mud. It's like things are so slow, it's not happening. This person you felt was like holding back from having any kind of new beginning with you. But you kind of felt like this person was still, um, it could have been through pride. You could have felt like they're very prideful, or it's like they can't let down their guard. They need to feel some kind of like major like recognition. I got the word like fawning, like they need you to like fawn over them as like an expression of care or love. Okay. I feel like you thought that this person was somebody that you connected to. So despite all of that, I felt like you thought like, okay, this is somebody that I feel comfortable with. And even though there are anxieties, there are things I think about with this person that maybe are concerns. Um, I think you thought that there was love here with this person. Okay. I want to find out why did things end here? Why did things end? Yeah, it kind of feels like, yeah, this person felt it's like it was better for them to be single, out and about, like free, unencumbered, and I just feel like this person wasn't in a place where they were in that kind of like connecting energy, like, me and you together. It was more like I have to fight for myself in the world type of energy. I don't know if that makes sense, but like to you, how I'm explaining it, but some things, I don't know, some things, and we could go deeper, right? But this person, people change energies, people go through cycles all the time. And it feels like this person was in a place where it's like, I have to fight for myself in the world. I don't have time to like be what comes to mind is like dragged down, and that's awful to say, but if you are in a position or your energy shifts because of what you've been in, what you've exposed yourself to, and you feel like now I have to like fight, for my place. I think you coming in, or no matter who, how loving a person is, so it's not necessarily you, group A, no matter how loving you are or what you thought was building, that could have been true too, but it felt like what's more important for this person is to achieve their independence. Um, yeah, and it's just people going through like phases in their life. So we want to look now at the intentions that they have because we've seen their feelings. What intentions does this person have towards you, group A? What are their intentions? Okay. Star. Okay. All right. So this makes sense. What I'm seeing here is somebody that has, like, they see you as somebody that they would want in their life and that they aspire to be around. Um, so it's like you didn't dream about that part, group A. It's like you didn't invent that. It's just that they do think about you. They almost think about you in an idealized way, it feels like. And also this person, remember that Five of Swords energy. It's like it's always somebody that maybe is always in some kind of power struggle in their relationships for whatever reason, or they always feel like they have to be alert for how's something gonna benefit me, is like the question that this person seems to always be asking. It's like, how's it gonna benefit me, or how can I do something? This is somebody that maybe pre-plans a lot in their head, and another word you could use is like maybe a little bit cunning in terms of like trying to sort things out before it happens. But I think this person does see you as like a person that they would connect to. But I want to tell you something that um and this is up to you, you can decide what you want. This person feels like they're really motivated by a sexual relationship with you. Like maybe they're, as I was saying, they're not in a place where they want to do that connecting thing, like emotional connection. It feels like what they would be after is more of like a sexual relationship. So I don't think they're promising like a commitment. That's not what this person seems to be promising. It feels like somebody who's like, I have a lot with this 10 of Wands maybe going on. My priorities are different. It's not about like relationships, but I do realize that you are special, but I can give you not the emotional, but I can have the physical with you. So I think that's pretty clear. I don't know if this person's going to tell you that because we do have the fox here. And so it with the ship, it's like coming towards you. Um, with this fish here, it could feel like coming towards you, like kind of hot and heavy, like maybe a little bit of love bombing. And they have the intention of like, let's move this into like a physical relationship. I just think that somebody that shows up in this energy is really looking out for what they they're prioritizing themselves, right? In a relationship. They're not necessarily thinking about you and them and what's good for you and what's good for me. And I know it's hard to hear, but that's what this is, right? Self-discovery, support, truths. Um, so that is what I have for you, Group A. My advice to you, let me get the advice for you. Advice for you. Ace of Hearts. All right, so the Ace of Hearts can talk about like a new connection. I think if there could be some kind of chance that you're having at connecting to somebody new, and that could lead to something stable. However, if you feel, for some of you, if you feel that this is the person that shows up and this is the person you want to connect with, you know, energies change, energies shift all the time. And the advice here is like, be open to the love that comes in. It could become something that's stable. So I think what you have to know is that no one tarot reading is going to tell you like the length and breadth of everything that's going to happen in life. And so right now, it feels like the clarity is here for your person. But if you are open to this, you could pursue this if you feel prepared to do that. If this is another person, I could also feel that this is another person who's coming in. It's like real love, proper love will come in as well, and that will be something that is stabilizing as well. All right, so it feels like you're gonna have the choice. It feels like Group A. All right, so if you liked this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna grab your zodiac charms now. Let's see who's here. We got Leo. That was the first one out. We got Aries, Virgo, Sagittarius, so all fire signs, Capricorn. One more, okay. Taurus, so all fire signs and most earth signs, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, all fire, all earth. So this feels like a fire sign, earth sign type of connection, either you or your person. All right, Group A, that is your reading. And I'd like to see you here on another reading at some point. All right, so we're going to just clean up and move into Group B. So if you chose Group B, it's coming up soon. All right. I think when I like use so many cards, it's so much cleanup. All right, but I thought it was a good reading. I thought it was like thorough. Yeah, okay. All right, so Group B, if you chose Group B, you have the Queen of Cups, and we're going to start at 1926. All right, so Group B, the Queen of Cups is like, if you're talking about feelings and intentions, this is somebody that has love in their hearts. You know, they have care for you and also maybe wants to express affection. And mainly, there's something here about like compassion. They can empathize with you type of energy. All right, so let's see these feelings that your person has. For group B, the feelings that their person has for them. Okay. What is this Queen of Cups energy? What is their person like feeling about group B? Okay. Yeah, it's like reminiscing energy. So you have somebody here that is really like, I remember you. I remember the feelings we had, and I actually miss you type of thing, right? That's the Queen of Cups. Like, I have those feelings towards you. And it says I miss our inside jokes. It could feel like you and this person had some kind of internal understanding, like you got each other. To me, that's when, like, when you can share like inside jokes, it's like you get each other's personality. This person says, commitment, I want you to be a part of my future. That's in the hidden type of intention. So I think it's somebody that they do feel connected to you, and they do feel like you had something or you have something here. All right, so let's find out some more about this reminiscing energy for you. Six of Clubs. Let's put it down here. Okay. 10 of Clubs. 5 of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. Okay. 10 of Hearts. Queen of Spades. All right, so I think your person, group B, is somebody that does think about you quite a lot, and they do think about like what you could have had, and they miss you, right? It's like the truth is that they miss you, and if it feels like they're owning up to that, like, I miss this person in my life, I miss group B in my life type of energy. 9 of Spades here. Okay. I think this is somebody that, because they're overthinking, because they're worried about a lot of things, they hold back. Yeah, they hold back. And it could feel like it's almost like somebody that's like, it's better to walk away. It's better to maybe stay gone. All right. They do think about things a lot. Maybe even worried as well. Um, there's something here about, I worry if you still hold on to this, and I worry if you've walked away from me. That's, I think, the thing I felt I needed to say, coming through in their feelings. Now, this is somebody that feels like um, they feel like they see, like, we could have had, like, if you were my partner, we could have had, like, things could have worked out, like the triumph of us together could. So, okay, this person is very commitment minded when they think about you, groupie. And I think it's like they wanted that with you. They wanted to have that or experience that with you. They thought that that would be a win for them, right? And um, it does feel like things got really heavy in coming together with you. Like, maybe this, and I don't normally feel called to say this, but it feels like outside influences, because all the feeling is here with this person, and it feels like there's a heavy weight, like, what is preventing you two from coming together. But with the 5 of Diamonds, this person felt like, even though I miss you, even though I had to take like a break from you, it's like they had to step into that energy to speak their own truth. It's like, okay, even though there's a lot of ideas I had about us coming together, and I do miss you, I feel connected to you all, they had to like call something out to themselves. Is they had to acknowledge that something was not right. And I think that's why they think about this a lot, because it's like, even if I know that something happened here, I still do think about that possibility, right? This person's in Queen of Cups energy. They still, that's either who they are, like they're very kind of like caring, nurturing, passionate type of person, or they have that energy towards you. Right, so I want to find out about this. What is this 10 of clubs? Okay, your person is saying that it feels like they wanted to have the commitment with you. They wanted you and them, but it felt like they weren't able to follow through with that, or you weren't able to. And because the Four of Hearts is here, it could feel like maybe for some reason, Group B, you made a choice to move on from this person, and that really hurt them. I think it could be both of you actually. When it's unclear like this, it could feel like it's both of you. Like you're perceiving that maybe I needed to pursue what was better for me, and as you Group B, and so I had to move on, but it did break my heart that I had to move on from you, type of energy. And your person saying that, okay, with this Five of Spades, Five of Diamonds, it's like somebody, because I feel left alone, because I felt shut out or in the cold, I've had to like acknowledge that truth. Like I've had to like see that that is the case here, that I'm not coming together with Group B for some reason. I'm actually being left on my own, or like Five of Diamonds can be like a kind of abandonment type of energy. Um, Tell me more about this, like Queen of Spades energy. Okay, okay. It felt like your person saying that with all the care and love that they felt, Group B, and I know you have your own reasons as well. Like everybody has their own reasons, but um, these readings are gonna give you truths. There's something here about them feeling, your person feeling that you were inconsistent with them. You like, it felt like things weren't moving ahead. Um, it felt like there wasn't like an intention to have like a new start together, where you could like move into some kind of romantic energy. It just didn't get that from you. And it also felt like maybe one of the things that was more on the table was um, the physical, and it felt like they're saying like they weren't open to that. This is like complicated. Why weren't they open? They weren't open because it's like they were waiting on you to do something, take some action. It felt like express or act on an opportunity. Yeah, it feels like. So it feels like Group B, there's a lot of backstory with your reading. And I think this could keep going, like we could go back in history. There are a lot of things, and it feels like on each person's side, they understood something different. So that's what we have with feelings. I want to get how your person feels. Okay, how did you feel, Group B, about your person? Okay, you both have Queen of Spades. You felt like your person's has their guard up. Like you're saying, you're agreeing with them, right? You felt like your person here is very sharp, like very um perceptive, and also able to like stand on their own, very independent. You felt like, you know, they were an option that you were considering in your life. It would be great if this person could reciprocate with you, but for some reason things fell off balance. What was it here that fell off balance? You guys are pulling the same cards, the exact same cards. So this tells me that you almost sharing the experience. It's like what you felt, they felt. And then it feels like we're not seeing each other's feelings or thoughts or interpreting it correctly. You're saying here, Group B, that you felt they were closed off, and so you had to move on. Like you felt they were closed off to something, is what you perceived. You felt like you thought there was an option here, but it turns out there wasn't, is how you felt. Okay. All right, so I want to get the intentions now for your person. All right, so Group B's person, what were their intentions? For Group B, what were their person's intentions, or what are their intentions now, is what I should be asking. All right, your person has a lot of emotions, is what's coming out. I don't know if you realize that, but they actually do have a lot of emotions that they're processing. We have some cards here that can be difficult, but I think it's important to hear it, because the main thing is that you're going to see this person again in your life, and you might want to be prepared. You might want to know, or have some insight here. So I think your person is going to come back towards you, but they're going to appear in a way that it's almost like you don't know what their intention is. So even though this is about their intentions, I think they're thinking that the best thing is like to hide those intentions, so that they want a maybe a long-term situation. And I even think for some of you that this person might want to start with like a sexual relationship. So that's like back on the table. You know, the issue that is here is like it's back on the table. But they might want something more long term. The other thing here is that this person might not be telling you that they want a relationship, right? They might not show that. The other thing is, when this person comes towards you, there could be a lot of issues. And I think it's from all those emotions, all the things that happened between you and them in the past. And we also have a decision that needs to be made. Their your person's intention is to make some kind of choice here, like to choose you. It feels like Group B, I don't know if you're showing up a little bit as like a masculine, because it's like if it's to choose you, it's like to choose a partner. I don't know if you're a masculine. Please do confirm in the comments, but That's a weird word to say it, a masculine. Are you a man? Is what I mean to say. Are you a is that who you are? Because you're showing up that way in this energy, and your person shows up as the Queen of Cups. And even though like gender is not that strict in tarot, some people think it doesn't exist, but I do think it does correspond a lot to gender actually when I do my readings. So it's somebody here that's thinking about showing up. They have like greater intentions here with you than what they show. So you might not be able to guess what they feel when they come towards you. They are going to be quite burdened, they are going to have a lot of heavy feelings. And however, I can understand that a lot of that has to do with what happened before. When you don't resolve things, it happens. The other thing, the last thing here is they're trying to make a decision on you. Basically, they're trying to find the solution. Like, what is the thing that I need to do? This person might be wanting to open up about some other person that they were in connection to. That might be a thing that they do as well. I guess in the spirit of trying to like be open. Advice for you, Group B. Let's get advice for you. As I said before with your reading, it feels like there's a lot of water under the bridge. But, or maybe I said that for Group A, but it feels like there's a burden here that, okay, all right, this is it. This is the advice. If you feel like this person, there were issues before, right, between you and them, if you feel like that is here again on the table and you can't, with the tools you have and the tools they have, resolve it, you can't move past it, and it's still dissatisfying, one of the main things you're being asked to do is you really need to assert yourself, because it feels like almost like this person's grosses or their emotional hurt or something like that can take center stage, and it's like you're meant to stand up as well for yourself in this. The Nine of Clubs is here, so it's like you could persevere, you could try this again, you could try to connect to them again. But the important thing is that you have to realize that you're not a passenger in this relationship, right? You are somebody that you have a say as well. And in order for things to be cleared up, your person's also going to have to listen to your things, right? It's a two-way thing. You both have issues, things that went wrong. And I really think there's a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion here. Why there's all this like things we need to talk about. And some people don't like conflict, but if you are in any relationship, you're gonna need to address conflict, right? It's just human nature. Conflict is a part of life, and so it feels like that's the main energy for you. Is like if you try this again, you also have to advocate for yourself in the relationship. All right. So that is what I have for you, Group B. If you found that there's something here for you, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And now we're going to draw the zodiac signs. All right. We have Scorpio. No. Sorry. No, it's Virgo. We have Libra. It would be funny if Scorpio came out. We have Cancer. I could feel like there's a Cancer energy here. Yeah, it's like a lot of emotions that need to be resolved type of energy. Capricorn, Gemini. Is it one more? Aquarius. Okay, so those could be the signs of you or your person. Sun, moon, rising. Okay. So group B, this was your reading. We're gonna move to group C now, and I'm just gonna do a bit of cleanup. All right, so we're gonna do group C. All right, group C. So we're starting group C at 2142. All right, group C. So you have the Page of Swords here. This is somebody like very clearly that is watching. This is somebody that is curious and wants to find out more. So your person here is showing up in this energy of like, I'm just like, what's happening with my person? What's happening with group C? What is, and they could be like, this could be also energy of like, I'm a little bit cautious. I'm a little bit like, okay, why are you approaching or what are you doing? Not fully trustful, but they're curious. They're trying to find out more. It feels like, okay. So let's see. All right, what are the feelings here that we have from Group C's person that are coming through? What feelings do we have coming through from Group C's person? Ooh, that card fell all the way. Okay, strong feelings. I am always longing for you, daydreaming. All right, so that's the Page of Swords energy in a way. It's kind of like I'm always thinking about you. But also like, what if, I'm always in that what if stage. What if this could happen one day? What if I don't know, it's somebody that maybe is not taking action. They're not in an action mode. It's more like after things have happened or before things have happened. So this could either be somebody that it's like they're wanting to approach you after something's happened between you two, after some time, or before things have ever started with you two. They're just like, I think about them a lot type of energy. And we do have gossip in the hidden. So like this is some context for you. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Okay. Okay, there is some controversy here when this like it wants to fall out. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it because it fell out. This is somebody that it feels like being with you, it's like they're interested, but being with you would be some kind of either social or religious or belief system type of taboo in some way, or they're just not like confident. They don't feel confident enough. So it feels like, what's also here is like what comes through is like groups of friends as well. Like, what are friends gonna say? What's family gonna say if I choose this person, type of thing. Almost like I've been watching like C dramas lately, and it's like that energy of there's a storyline where like the sister gets with the boyfriend of their sister, or the the girlfriend of a guy in a family gets with the uncle, type of thing. It's something like that. Like, that makes me think about things. All right, so I know that's like a strange venture, but a strange side twist, but you will know. It'll be specific for your reading. All right, what is this energy here? What is this feeling at this? Ooh, what is going on with your cards, group C? All your cards are like flying all over the place. All right. You know, it also, like, I don't know if you guys, if you have like your phone or something right now, you could look up this song now or later, but it's like, it's that song Passing Me by Farside. It's like a hip hop song from the 90s. Um, and it is somebody that's just been watching somebody, and I don't know how, like, the person won't pay them attention, type of thing. All right, group C, you are looking to have some kind of interesting reading here. Okay. All right. Four of diamonds with the two of clubs. This is somebody who holds back. And we see that they hold back their intentions. It's like, I have all these intentions, but I hold back. I don't feel safe expressing my feelings. I don't feel safe acting on these feelings. I don't have the confidence to do that. Okay, and with the seven of diamonds and the ace of hearts in reverse. Okay. This is somebody that feels like it's like waiting, waiting on maybe when group C will give them attention. Um and it feels like the more they wait, they feel like there's no hope. Like, is there gonna be a start? But guess what? I don't know if this person's ever expressed themselves to you, group C. So how could there be hope? You know? Um there are a lot of people that feel like it doesn't occur to them that they should express themselves. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going and see what your person has in store here. Okay, seven of clubs with the four of clubs. Okay, this person's kind of feeling like, okay, they know they need to like push, they need to like push themselves out of their comfort zone in order to have that kind of happiness with you, because they're ending on the four of clubs, which is like, I would like to be in union with you. I'd like to celebrate. I'd like us to be together and enjoy ourselves, like celebrate the connection type of energy. But it's like they know they have to be a little bit more like forward pushing, a little bit more aggressive. So this could be a very like shy person. This could be a very internal person. Um, this does feel like it's coming quickly though. It's coming like towards you. It's somebody that is like the energy is building up is what I feel. And it's like it's not, the person feels like it's now or never. I've got to take this like chance type of thing. Okay, so these are the feelings. Let me find out more about this. Yeah, it's somebody that, okay, they're saying like they find you intensely attractive, group C. And who is group C? Like, group C is amazing here. Group C, this person has been watching, waiting. Is it my turn? They know they need to put themselves forward in order to get where they think they want to get. All right, so let's see how you feel about this person. And that's going to tell us if you know them as well. How does group C feel about this person? A whole heap of cards. Okay. And I'm being told to take them. Okay. 8 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, 3 of diamonds. Um, okay. You have a different insight, group C. It's like you're saying that you feel like they walked away. Or you walked away. Yes. It feels like you're saying like you walked away from like working further on things with this person because it feels like you were just waiting. Yeah. It's confirmed, right? You are you're echoing what they are saying. So that tells me that there's some kind of like shared truth here. You feel like you've been waiting on this person, like you're patient, you're there, you're steady, and you're still waiting. Like you're just waiting on them to come towards you. And this person's like closed off. It's like, okay, you're saying like they get in their own way because they just will not say their truth. And I think given all of this, like you come up as the queen of clubs here. I think your feeling is that you're quite an empowered person. You're confident in who you are, and you're not gonna like say the words for somebody. At least you feel like, you know, people should say what they feel, and that is like an empowering experience for people anyways. We all have to learn how to do that. 8 of clubs, 8 of spades. This person will not make the movements to manifest what they want, is kind of what you're saying about this person. They won't play the game, they won't get in the game, is what I'm getting here. All right, so it feels like you're interested because there's the amount of 8s that came up in this reading in your feelings is like you think it's something you're manifesting. Like, yes, you'd like it to happen, but you're not gonna like spoon feed or like walk somebody through the paces. But you know what? Your person shows up as a page of swords, so it tells me that they are very let's say not as far along as you in terms of like ability to speak up, ability to express their thoughts and feel able to do so confidently. They're like new at things. It doesn't matter how old this person is. They're kind of like new at this game of like just being like open, vulnerable. Okay. So you're kind of saying like, you know what, I felt like because they're not there, I'm being patient. I'm gonna just move on here. I'm just gonna take a step back. You could also feel like this person is avoiding a little bit. And because of that, it's like, okay, you just, I'll wait until when you're ready. Are you still waiting? No, I don't think you're waiting. I think you're making some decision here about like, even though you saw like the fact that you could come together with this person, um, things may have to end because what needs to happen is something needs to move, right? And you're not going to move it because it's like, I'm here. Like, what else do you want to happen? All right, so I'm going to get your person's intentions now. We've got feelings out, so it feels like one of those things where it's like a crush that somebody needs to take action on. All right, so let's get your person's like intentions here now. What are Group C's person's intentions? The stork, the child, the ship. All right. All right. Group C, it feels like your action, you know what? It's kind of like physics. Like your action caused another reaction. Ooh. So I kind of feel like your person is saying that they realize that the new beginning or the new phase is slipping by with you. Like the ability to have something happen is slipping by. So even they're worried about what people are going to say. Like it's almost like this person's coming to the realization, like, what would I rather have? Like the worry of what people are going to say, or knowing that I gave it a chance with group C. Child and bear, it feels like a new beginning, but they're kind of scared. It feels like they're very scared. You intimidate this person a lot, group C. They are worried like what you're gonna say because they know that they were tardy before. And it feels like they know that there's an ending here between you. It's like they know that there's obviously an ending. So like imagine me showing up now. Okay. But it feels like with the daydreaming energy, it's like that's becoming more prominent. And so it's like sometimes our thoughts force us to act. With the ship and all these cards here, you are definitely somebody that they see as like heart's desire type of thing. You're great, you're amazing. You're the queen of clubs, you're like, you're that person, right? Group C. But yeah, they are confused. I don't know why this person is so confused all the time, but they're confused because it feels like if I came towards you, would I get that? Would I achieve my goal? If you are a cross watcher, if your group sees cross watcher, like you identify as this person in the reading, um, there's gonna be a thing I have to tell you, which is whenever you act on your feelings, there's never a guarantee, right? There's never a guarantee. There's always going to be the possibility that you can be rejected, and there's always going to be the possibility that you can be successful. But the thing about like living life is you have to take that chance, right? You've got to take the chance because taking the chance is how you keep moving, how you keep growing, and also how you get yourself in the game of things that even you thought you couldn't achieve. You didn't realize you were ready for something. Maybe you don't feel as good about yourself, but you don't realize that you are a match for somebody. Sometimes it's just mindset, right? And so it feels like this person's very unsure here. They're very scared that if they act and you say something, that this could be like the final ending here. But like, what's the main action they're gonna take here? Yeah, okay. Yes, this person is gonna just suddenly get in this like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna just be optimistic here. And okay, they could show up in a very awkward way of like trying to be like more like flirty, sexual, and this has come through in all the deck, in all the groups. It's like somebody not knowing that, okay, like what would probably be best is like they don't know what's the best way to approach you. So they're gonna go with like what they see on TV or whatever and just like get really um overly flirty, seductive type of thing. You may be up for it. That may be the thing you need for them to to act, to take your action, group C. That may be what you were waiting on. So there we go. This is your person's intentions. Now I'm going to get advice for you. Let's get your advice. When this comes towards you, when this action happens, and because of how I saw it, it might be very quick. It might miss you if you don't like pay attention. What's the advice here? Um I think what it's saying is that you could tend to like overthink things, group C. Like you could tend to like be nervous. Well, listen, it's not maybe your tendency, but if somebody's being kind of like that type of like wishy-washy with you, no matter what they feel, you could start to think like, well, is this real? Is this sincere? Um, Maybe I should take a step back. But it kind of feels like if you are feeling more like, you know what, it's things have gone too far already. You have the, okay, this is somebody you are on a break from. Yeah, if you've taken a break from them, this could be a reopening. This could be like the path to reopen things, is what it feels like here. And it feels like this would be an opportunity to stabilize the situation. And it's saying here like what you actually need is this real world type of interaction with them in order to quiet like the worries and doubts you have. You could actually end up being with this person for a very long time. This new start, like this person could like take that leap, and you could actually, by taking this chance, actually end up bringing somebody who is like a life partner into your life, because this is King of Diamonds, Ten of Diamonds. That's like the most stable type of partnership you can get. Um, yeah. So it kind of feels like a will they, won't they type of story that ends up really well if you can group C. Keep your eye on like listening to your person, like listening for what they are saying. Know that they're not very good at expressing themselves. I'm going to tell you that from now. But they do have a lot of things that they haven't expressed. And so I think we're at the point now where we're going to get your zodiac signs. So if you felt like this resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe. A thumbs up always helps, always makes me feel like really good about doing these readings for you all. So I appreciate that. So let's get your zodiac signs. Who's this? Who's was either you or your person, right? Okay, we got Pisces. First time Pisces has come out. Gemini. Leo. Okay, what was that? That was Scorpio. Capricorn. And one more. Ooh, two more came out. Libra and Sagittarius. Okay, so that is who is gonna be either your sign or your person's sign. And I was pouring this back into the bag, and Virgo fell out. So I don't know. Virgo seems to want to be heard here, or added to the group. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope to see you in another reading. And let me know which group was your group. And take care, all right?